Welcome to Gwansborough Primary School's educational videos. Today we're going to be adding fractions. We're going to start off with a really simple one where both denominators are the same. So for example, we could have 2/5 add 1/5. So because the denominator is the same, that remains the same. And then we simply add the two numerators. So that becomes 2, add 1 on the top, which is 3/5. So we're adding fractions. We've just looked at where the denominator is the same. Now we're going to look at where the denominator is a multiple. So for example, we could have 2/5 add 3/10. And because the denominator is different, it might be automatic to use another method, which could then result in much higher numbers and getting complicated and possibly making mistakes. So the next thing we need to do is look to see if the denominator is a multiple. So here you can see 5 and 10 very clearly are in the same times tables. So we make them the same. If you note, I could halve the 10 to make the 5, but I wouldn't be able to do the same with the 3. So I need to double this fraction to make it over 10. So if I change it, I double the 5 to make 10. So I need to double the 2, which becomes 4. So then my new calculation becomes 4/10 add 3/10. And then, as previous, it's just then adding the top numbers. So we then have 4 add 3, which gives us 7/10. Okay, welcome to continued adding fractions. We're going to think about using a butterfly method. And this is what we do when we have two denominators, and the only way that we can make them the same is by multiplying them by each other. So the way we do the butterfly method is we draw some wings, and then we need to remember to multiply across as well. So what we would do is 7 multiplied by 2 to give us 14, 3 multiplied by 3 to give us 9. We then multiply across the bottom, so 3 multiplied by 7 is 21. So our new calculation becomes 14 add 9 over 21. And then just do that as a normal addition calculation, which gives us 23 over 21. We could get the mark on a SATS paper, but ultimately, if they ask us to simplify, that's the best thing to do, and especially seeing as this one is a top-heavy fraction. So you can see that 21 fits into 23 just the once, and it has 2 parts left over of 21.